Is a proud partner of the Delray Beach Lightning, Dr. G's Urgent Care. Let our family take care of yours. Once again, thank you to Dr. Melissa Graber of Dr. G's Urgent Care.
And we welcome you into Little Fenway and Delray Beach for SFCBL action. It's not officially the game of the week, but it is one heck of a matchup. Top two teams in the SFCBL, the 9-1 Delray Beach Lightning and the 9-4 Boca Raton Blazers. These two teams have won championships in the last 2 years respectively, and they do battle at a familiar spot, Little Fenway in Delray Beach, Florida. I'm Christian Cat on the call. Buckle up, folks. We've got one heck of a Friday night primetime matchup ahead for you. The Delray Beach Lightning and the Boca Raton Blazers. Well, officially on the scoreboard and in your scorecard, the Delray Beach Lightning are the home team this evening. The Blazers also call this field home, but they are the away team on the scoreboard tonight. Warming up on the mound right now for those Delray Beach Lightning is Jake Gimbel. And for Jake Gimbel this season, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs allowed, 7 hits allowed, and 6 strikeouts. So, out of Morrison, Colorado, goes to Colorado Christian University. Jake Gimbel will get the start for the Delray Beach Lightning, and he'll be facing this lineup from the Boca Raton Blazers. Carlos Jacome leads things off at shortstop. Then it's Chris McKenna at third base. Pip Smalley's in the 3-hole playing second, followed by Emmanuel Sofrain at first. The 5, 6, 7 of the order goes Joey Calabretti, Jack Clark, and Braden Macklin. The 8, 9, 10 is Quentin Markle, CJ Pacone, and Jason Al. That's your Boca Raton Blazers lineup. We'll give you the Delray Beach Lightning lineup in the bottom half of this first inning. But before we get to there, Jake Gimbel's ready, and his first pitch of the game is inside for a ball. 1-0, and we are underway at Little Fenway. And the 1-0 from Gimbel is grounded off the bottom half of Carlos Jacome. 1-1 now the count. Jacome, one of the young studs in this league, 12 for 29 so far this season, has a home run to his credit. That's good for a .413 batting average, by the way, with 8 RBIs for Jacome. The 1-1. A curveball just misses inside. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch inside. 3-1 now. Wind is whipping out to right center field. We'll see if that remains the same throughout the evening. Gimbel's 3-1. Grounded towards the Lightning dugout. Full count. And the full count pitch is fouled straight back. Staying alive is Jacome. Thank you to everybody tuning in bright and early for this one, watching it from the first inning on. If you want to get more eyeballs in this game, do me a favor and retweet the stream and give a subscribe to this account as Jacome will work his way on with a leadoff walk. That brings up Chris McKenna to bat. Defensively for the Lightning, here's how they line up. Behind the plate, you have Lane Oliphant. Third base, Marco Navarro. Shortstop, Nico DeFazio. Second base, Nicholas Mora. At first base, Jack Butler. That's all the infield. In the outfield, in left field, Charlie Prokopka. Center field, Connor Hale. And in right, you have Aiden Watson. Antonio Christopher is the extra hitter, and Ryan King is the DH. Not on the field at the moment. Gimbel looking closely at Jacome behind him at first base. The runner on. The pitch. Changeup drops in for a strike, 0-1. Next pitch misses for a ball. 1-1, the count evens up. Gimbel's 2-1 is driven deep to left center field. Going back in front of the wall. That one's going to hit high off the green monster. Chasing it down is Hale. He gets it in, but rounding third base is Jacome. He's coming home. The throw goes to third. In there in time. Now coming across the plate. It is a Little League home run. A triple, an RBI, and scoring on the error after a big smash was Chris McKenna.
Third, second baseman number 29 from Mississippi State University, Pep Small.
Absolutely tattooed that ball high off the left center field part of the green monster here at Little Fenway, and the Blazers get out to a 2-0 lead. So now things reset. Nobody out but a 2-0 lead for the Blazers. That brings up Pip Smalley. First pitch to him. Drops in for a strike, 0-1. Next pitch is driven to right field. It gets through the hole for a base hit. Handcuffed Smalley, but he got just enough of it to muscle it between first and second base. He's on first. Still nobody out of the top of the first inning. That brings up Manuel Sofrain to bat. Sofrain's used to South Florida. Hometown is right in Miami. Goes to Bethune-Cookman University. First pitch swinging and missing, 0-1. Smalley getting his lead off of first. The 0-1. Outside just off the plate, 1-1. Blazers with the bat in their hands with the lead here in the top of the first inning. Pitch is inside. It's going to get past the catcher and roll to the backstop. Smalley goes to second, rounds the bag, and stays right there. That's going to be a pass ball. The ball should have been grabbed at that time behind the plate by Lane Oliphant, but it got past him. So lead off of second base goes Smalley. Rain is waved at it, missed. 2-2. Gimbel trying to recover and get out of this inning, but first he's got to get an out. 2-2. Fouled back. The count remains the same, 2-2. The pitch here in the dirt. It gets past Oliphant again. That time it's a wild pitch, and Smalley gets one step closer. Now 90 feet away from giving the Blazers a 3-0 lead. Full count now to Manuel Sofrain. Big blast in the inning. Pardon the technical difficulties, but we're back live on the Delray Beach Lightning YouTube channel. Runners on the corners didn't miss much. It's a 1-2 count now to Joey Calabretti. And the pitch in the dirt for a ball. Gets away from Oliphant, so advancing to second base is Manuel Sofrain. Runners on second and third with nobody out. Big opportunity for Calabretti to blow this game open. Pitch is cut on a miss in the dirt, but he's down on strikes for the first down of the game. That's one that Gimbel really needed, and we'll see if he can turn that into some downhill momentum. Brings up Jack Clark to bat. First pitch to him is on the outside corner. Next pitch to him, is on the outside corner. Clark this season batting .400, 9 for 22. Pitch called, strike three. Pain in the outside corner, so what did I say? A little bit of good news for Gimbel, and the next guy he strikes out on 3 pitches.
Batting seventh, center fielder number 30 from Baton Rouge Community College, Braden Macklin.
So after Clark strikes out, brings up the Louisiana kid from Baton Rouge, Braden Macklin. 2 weeks into this season, Macklin has really showed off his speed. This time he needs to barrel up a baseball and drive some runners in to help his team out. First pitch he looks at is inside, 1-0. 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch. That one catches the high and outside corner. 1-1, the count evens up. Next pitch is roped to right field. It gets down for a base hit. 1 run scores, so Frank does not have much wheel, so he'll hang up at third. It's an RBI single for Braden Macklin.
Batting 8th, right fielder number 10 from Butler University, Quentin Markle.
That extends the Lightning lead, and probably the Blazer lead, to 3-0. And with 2 outs, runner goes from first, pitch high, and Macklin's going to steal second base. Looks like Oliphant behind the plate was going to pop up and have a go at it. On third base. Power guy, not really a speed guy, so not really worried about the double steal in that situation unless there's an E2 involved. Pitch is fouled away. 1-1. One count with 2 outs. The pitch here. He's in there for a strike. 1-2 now the count to Quentin Markle, the right fielder for the Boca Raton Blazers at bat. Two runners in scoring position. 3 runs across this inning. The pitch here is chopped to shortstop. Gonna have to hurry. Gathers himself. Fires to first just in time to beat Markle to the bag to end the inning, but not before the Boca Raton Blazers strike first. Batting first at Little Fenway, not very familiar with them as this is also their home park, but they look like they've been doing it all season long. 3 runs come across the plate, and the Blazers lead 3-0 as we head to the bottom half of the first inning. We'll see how the Delray Beach Lightning answer next right here at Little Fenway. Back here live at Little Fenway. Now it is the Delray Beach Lightning's turn to try to answer with the bat in their hands. They'll be facing Skyler Gonzalez. His first pitch of the outing is low for a ball, 1-0. Nico DeFazio's in the box. And after his at-bat, I'll tell you the rest of the Lightning lineup as the 1-0 pitch is grounded foul, 1-1. Gonzalez from the windup. Tall righty delivers. On the outside corner for a called strike, 1-2. Gonzalez, a red-hot start to the season on the rubber. A 1.13 ERA through 8 innings pitched and 7 strikeouts. So he's just drawing soft contact. Letting the elite college talent behind him do their jobs. The 2-2 pitch is missing a little bit low. Count is now full. Gonzalez on the mound is from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, going to the University of Tampa. He's a junior and one of the aces of the staff. As the 3-2 pitch just misses a little bit high, so taking his base. For the Lightning is Nico DeFazio. Now after Nico DeFazio, that brings up Nicholas Mora to bat. The rest of the lineup goes as follows. Marco Navarro, the third baseman, bats third. The 4, 5, 6 of the order is Lane Oliphant, Aiden Watson, and Connor Hale. The 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack Butler, Charlie Krapovka, Antonio Christopher, and Ryan King to round up the order. First pitch is low and outside, 1-0 the count to Nicholas Mora. Gonzalez working from the stretch earlier than he had hoped in this game. The 1-0. In the dirt for a ball. It's going to get past the catcher, Albert, and roll to the backstop. A big turn at second, halfway between the throw, comes into third, and he is out. Trying to take the extra bag on the wild pitch, but Albert said enough of that. Guns him down to third base. A good jump at third base from McKenna to snag that ball out of the air and apply the tag. That's the first out of the inning, and the next pitch is missing a little bit low. 3-0. And it was kind of in no man's land. It was an aggressive turn by Nico DeFazio, and he just kind of kept going and then looked left and realized he was closer to third base than he was second base, so he had to commit to it. And they got out by a hair, the 3-1. In there for a strike, 3-1, 3-2 now. Kind of a delayed call behind the plate had Nicholas Moore toss his bat away and get ready to trek on over to first, but instead he's back in the box with a full count. The pitch from Gonzalez inside, and now Moore can toss his bat away. He's on first base with a 1-out walk.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 3, from the University of New Orleans, Marco Navarro.
That brings up the 3-batter, Marco Navarro. Goes to school in New Orleans, the University of New Orleans. First pitch is low and outside, 1-0.
Hey, take off that shirt. What shirt?
Three 0 the lead for the Boca Raton Blazers, the away team on the scoreboard. Runner goes from first. The pitch is low. Threw it down to second. It's not in time. It's a stolen base for Nicholas Mora.
Later, big dog.
Hey, Danny, he still don't want to pay me my $50. No, can you tell him to give me my $50?
And time is called. Head coach Carmaz is coming onto the mound, and they may have been having issues with the mound, or maybe mechanics-wise. More of a conversation on the bump more than anything else, and it gives us time to give a big thank you to the Sonesta Selected Boca Raton. It's one of the wonderful facilities housing our players and staff this season, located at 2000 Northwest Executive Center Circle in Boca Raton, right off of I-95. You can feel right at home in any of their spacious rooms and suites. If you're in town and need to get business done, take advantage of their versatile meeting space with over 1,200 square feet. The Sonesta Select of Boca Raton has a well-equipped fitness center and a heated pool. That's the Sonesta Select of Boca Raton, right off of I-95 in Boca. 2-0 count here to Navarro. The pitch is cut on and missed. 2-1. Gonzalez has a runner behind him at second base. With the 1 out, the 2-1 pitch. Misses just a little bit low. Three and one. And from the stretch, Gonzalez trying to bounce back in this at-bat. Dangerous pitch here to the 3-batter, Navarro. That's a called strike on the outside corner, 3-2. And the home plate umpire has a little bit of a slow call strike, and it's fooled a couple of batters already. Kind of got to watch that ball into the mitt, pause a second, and then register if it was a ball or a strike on those ball 3 counts. So Gonzalez deals in the dirt for a ball. Runner's trying to go to third on the loose pitch. Fires to third and not in time. Ball squirted away from catcher Jason Albert that time, and it went up the third base line, but great jump off the bag from Nicholas Mora.
From the University of San Francisco, Lane Oliphant.
Lane Oliphant now comes to bat. Had a tough half inning in the first with his pitcher. Again, these guys have just, let alone play with each other, they've known each other for just a couple of weeks. So that pitcher-catcher rapport and chemistry isn't quite there yet. So I'll try to contribute in the box. First pitch here is grounded foul towards the third base dugout. 0-1. Runners in the corners, the 0-1. It's a curveball. Nice change of speed that time to get Oliphant swinging. 0-2. Again, this is a matchup of not only the top 2 teams in the North Division, but the top 2 teams in the SFCBL so far this season. Blazers coming in on a 2-game losing streak. Lightning on a winning streak. Runner goes from first. The pitch is outside and safe at second, uncontested that time with the stolen base. Will be Marco Navarro. Two runners in the scoring position, just 1 out. Trying to cut into this 3-0 Blazers lead, still in the bottom half of the first inning. Gonzalez deals the 1-2. Curveball is chopped to third base. Runner stays at third for the time being, throws to first, and it's the second out of the inning. A nice play to prevent a run coming across the plate and still completing the out from Chris McKenna. He's had a couple of nice plays this inning, both outs in fact. Had to go up high to catch a ball thrown from the catcher and lay down a tag low, and that time fundamentally checking back the runner and still getting the out at first base. 2 down, runners remain at second and third. So after Oliphant grounded out, Aiden Watson, the right fielder, comes to bat. First pitch to him. Another curveball. That time it didn't have enough bite and stays high and inside. 1-0. The 1-0. Missing a little bit low. Now 2-0. Great crowd here in attendance for the Blazers Lightning matchup of top 2 teams in the SFCBL. With 2 outs, the 2-0. is in there for a strike. 2-1 now the count. Gonzalez on the stretch. Delivers the 2-1. Driven to right center field and deep. Going back at the track, at the wall. It is gone! A 3-run, game-tying shot. Aiden Watson leaves the ballpark. And we got a brand new ball game. What a shot. The other way. One of the deeper parts of the ballpark. Absolutely crushed it into the palm trees in right center field. Aiden Watson.
Batting sixth, center fielder number 10 from Villanova University, Connor Hale.
That brings up Connor Hale to bat the sixth batter in the Lightning order with 2 outs as Skylar Gonzalez on the rubber tries to sort things out. First pitch here is inside, 1-0. Here's the rest of that Blazers defense. Jason Albert behind the plate. Chris McKenna at third. You've heard a lot from him already. Carlos Jacome's at short. The 1-0 pitch. Missed and high. Pip Smalley's at second. Manuel Sofrain is at first. And in the outfield, Jack Clark in left. Braden Macklin in center. And Quentin Markle is in right field. The 2 outs, the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. A 2-1. Cut on a miss, 2-2. Two is called. Strike 3. Just clipping the low and inside corner, freezing Markle for the last out of the inning. But not before the Lightning counterpunch and return with a 3 spot of their own. To the top of the second we go. 3-3. Blazers tied up with the Lightning. To the top of the second we go. Blazers coming to bat. They had a 3-0 lead, but that has disappeared with one swing of the bat from the Lightning's Aiden Watson. All tied up, 3 runs apiece. 1-0 count here. New pitcher on the rubber for the Delray Beach Lightning. It's Michael Kelly from the University of Virginia. The local kid from Boca Raton, Florida. The 1-1. In there for a strike, 1-2. One-two pitch misses low and in the dirt. 2-2 now the count. In the box is CJ Pacone, and he looks at that one high and inside, full count. CJ Pacone is the DH. And the pitch is cut on and missed. Pacone is down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
12 from Vanderbilt University, Jason Albert. And your attention, please, starting the second inning on the mound for the Lightning, number 30 from the University of Virginia, Michael Kelly.
So Michael Kelly gets the first out of the inning on a strikeout of C.J. Pacone. Jason Albert now due to bat. So he looks at that one for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch misses 2-0 now. Albert having a rough start to the season so far. Trying to turn things around. A 2-0. Found straight back. 2-1. So fireworks in the first inning. A 2-1 pitch is popped up. Straight back. Coming back is Oliphant, and it's going to go over everything onto the roof of the facility here. 2-2. We had a conventional 3-run home run by Aiden Watson from the Lightning, and then Chris McKenna hit a Little League home run, an RBI triple, and then scored on an error to come across the plate in the same play. 1 out, nobody on, the 2-2. In the dirt outside, full count. The 3-2 pitch. In the dirt for ball 4, and taking his base with 1 down is Jason Albert. Back to the top of the order we go. It's the shortstop, Carlos Jacome, coming to bat. Red hot start to the young infielder, Carlos Jacome, batting .414. He scored on that RBI triple. Turned Little League home run for McKenna in the first inning. Albert leads off first. The pitch. Right up the middle line. It's knocked down by the pitcher. Step on second for 1. On to first. It's an inning-ending double play. How about that? 1-4-6-3. Turning 2 for the Delray Beach Lightning. That ball was absolutely smoked at the middle. Got just enough of pitcher Kelly to slow it down for his middle infielders to end the inning on a 1-4-6-3 double play. We head to the bottom half of the second. We're still tied up at 3 runs apiece, live at Little Fenway.
from Alcorn State University, Jack Butler.
Welcome back to Little Fenway for this clash of top two teams in the SFCBL. Tie ball game 3-3 in the bottom half of the second. First pitch swinging, ground ball, foul. 0-1 the count to Jack Butler, the first baseman of the Delray Beach Lightning. Still on the mound is Skylar Gonzalez for the Boca Raton Blazers. Reminder, if you haven't yet subscribed to this YouTube channel for the Delray Beach Lightning. Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-2. As a matter of fact, if you're a Boca Raton Blazers fan, you should also give this page a subscription so that whenever you see the Blazers play Lightning, you'll have this game right delivered to your account. 0-2 pitch is cut on and missed. Down on strikes goes Jack Butler for the first out of the inning.
Batting eighth, left fielder number 13 from the University of Delaware, Charlie Krupka.
Krupka now comes up to bat with nobody on base and one out. First pitch to Charlie is in there for a strike, 0-1. So far this season for Charlie Krupka, resident of Red Bank, New Jersey, batting .389 in 18 at-bats. 4 RBIs and 4 walks to his credit. The 1-1 is waved at and missed. 1-2. And Gonzalez wheels and deals the 1-2 pitch. Misses low and inside. 2-2 the count. Fun ball game so far. So many big moments and just 7 outs recorded. The 2-2. Outside. Full count. For the windup, you'll have Gonzalez deal the pitch, miss inside, and Krupka will reach with a 1-out walk.
Batting ninth, extra hitter number 29 from the University of Tampa, Antonio Christopher.
That brings up the extra hitter Antonio Christopher to bat for the first time this evening in the bottom of the second. Runner on first base and 1 down. Blazers will try to do just what the Lightning did in the top half of this inning and try to turn 2. First pitch swinging, a ground ball foul, 0-1. Lead off first base with 1 out is Krupka. We'll see if he pushes things as the 0-1 is in there for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, missing a little bit high. Counts now 1-2. Gonzalez looking for a clean bottom half of the inning. While he was navigating the bottom of the first on the mound, got close with 2 outs getting out of it, but instead a 3-run shot from Aiden Watson erased the lead he had. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, but it's going to get past the catcher, pop up in the air, and everyone's going to be safe. A strikeout and a wild pitch. Jason Albert couldn't find the ball because it popped up right over his head. Rarely do you see that. That ball maybe went 10 feet off the ground. And while he's looking around to see where it is, it hasn't hit the ground yet. Runner on first and second. 1 down. So a chance to do some damage here for the Delray Beach Lightning. 1 out. And so he is out. No strikeout wild pitch. The base was occupied at first base. So it is a strikeout. There are 2 outs and just a runner on second base. So that'll help Albert sleep a little bit better at night. For me, not so much, missing that as my blind spot was no runner on first base, but there is no one on first, and there are now 2 outs. 2-0 count here for Sadler Gonzalez. Apologies for the confusion. The pitch misses high and inside. 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch from Gonzalez. That'll miss low and outside, and runners now will be on first and second with 2 down.
Now batting number 9 from the University of the Pacific, Nico DeFazio.
Conversation on the mound right now for the Boca Blazers as Albert wants to chat with Gonzalez. A good time to thank you to give a big shout out to Geller Roofing, a supporter of the 2023 SFCBL season. Geller Roofing's mission is to help people who have suffered damage to their homes and roofs. This includes fire damage, hail damage, hurricane damage, tornado damage, and more. Geller Roofing has a team of experts that offer a wide selection of roofing solutions for commercial and residential needs using only the best materials. Geller Roofing services all of Florida, and for more information, visit GellerRoofing.com. That's Geller Roofing, spelled G-E-L-L-E-R Roofing.com. 2 outs and a 1-0 count. Runners on first and second. The pitch here is in there for a strike, 1-1. Nico DeFazio at bat. Didn't really like that call. Kind of kept it to himself, but you kind of see his face a little dejected. And the 1-1. On the outside corner, 1-2. That's tough when you can paint the inside and outside corner in the same at bat. It leads to a lot of defensive swings when you're behind 1-2. Gonzalez sets the pitch. In the dirt outside, count evens up at 2-2. Two outs and a 2-2 count. Runner goes for second. The pitch taken high for a ball. Full count, 2 outs, and now runners on the corners as no throw was made down to third. Opting to frame that pitch rather than pop and gun down 3 was Albert. They didn't get the call. Runner goes from first on 3-2, 2 outs. Called strike 3. Painting the high inside corner that time with Sadler Gonzalez to end the inning. We go to the top of the third, still tied up 3 runs apiece here at Little Fenway. Back here live at Little Fenway, to the top of the third we go. All tied up, 3 runs apiece. First pitch of the inning is cut on and missed. Nasty movement that time to fool Chris McKenna. An 0-1 count still on the mound. It is Michael Kelly from Boca Raton, Florida. Next pitch is fouled straight back. 0-2. Next pitch is roped. Fouled away again. Count remains 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Curveball once again. Fouled away, and it will find the seats. And they're going to have to start charging Chris McKenna for the foul balls, as it looks like they're going just over the fence, a spot that's hard to reach them. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's grounded foul, third base line. The good news is they didn't lose that baseball. And another 0-2, another foul ball. Is hanging on in there. Not going down quietly is Chris McKenna. And it was Chris McKenna earlier in the game with the RBI triple high off the monster in left center. 0-2 pitch, finally. Kelly sits down McKenna for the first out of the top of the third.
Now batting number 29 from Mississippi State University, Pep Smalley.
Last week's Player of the Week, Pip Smalley, now comes up to bat. He was batting .600 coming into this week. Nobody can keep that pace up, so he's cooled down a little bit. Looks at a strike there, 0-1. Smalley, when I say cool down, he's batting .567 and nearly had a double down the first base line that time, but it was just foul by a couple of feet. But he's behind 0-2. With 1 out, nobody on base for the Blazers. Michael Kelly wheels and deals the 0-2. Cut on and missed. Strikes him out. For the second out of the inning, Michael Kelly's now got 3 strikeouts on the outing through 4 outs retired. Pardon me, get 5 outs retired. Bringing up Manuel Sofrain to bat. First pitch misses a little bit low, 1-0. That pitch is swung on, and yes, he did go around. 1-1 now the count. So Frayne walked his first time up, and this one is grounded off the plate and off the leg of Manuel. It's a 1-2 count. As the screen tells you to do on the middle part of the bottom half of the screen, subscribe to this account for all things Delray Beach Lightning baseball. 1-2 pitch misses low and inside, 2-2. Still a tie ball game here in the top of the third. Both teams scored 3 runs in the first inning. The 2-2 misses outside, full count. And the payoff pitch for 2 outs. Called strike 3. Michael Kelly one more time. His 4th strikeout of the game freezes Sofrain, and he struck out the side. We head to the bottom of the third. Lightning coming about in a tie ball game 3-3, live from Little Fenway. Back here at Little Fenway, 3-3, all tied up as we go to the bottom of the third. First pitch of the inning is in there for a strike, 0-1. In the box is Nicholas Mora. Next pitch to him, it drops in for a strike as well. That's some nasty movement north-south. 0-2 now the count. And the pitch is high and inside, taken 1-2. And Gonzalez's 1-2 pitch is inside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Gonzalez strikes out Mora for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 3 from the University of New Orleans, Marco Navarro.
A big thank you goes out to all of our sponsors for this 2023 SFCBL season. Just getting started, a couple of weeks into it. Gonzalez deals a strike, 0-1. Marco Navarro in the box for Miami, Florida. He's now in the count at 1-1. 6 for 24 in the season. Batting .250. As Gonzalez wheels and deals the 1-1. Inside, just missed. 2-1. That pitch is popped up center field over to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Is Braden Macklin. And he is retired to bring up Lane Oliphant. Pardon me for the second out of the inning as Moore and Navarro were both brought down. Oliphant comes to bat. First pitch is cut on a miss from Lane Oliphant, the catcher today for the Delray Beach Lightning. Both pitching staffs for the Lightning and for the Blazers really kicked things into a different gear after those troublesome first innings. That one's grounded left side in the hole. Backhand grab. Fires the first from Jacome. Not in time. It's an infield single for Lane Oliphant, but it was a good effort from Carlos Jacome deep in the hole at shortstop. The throw got there. It was on target. Just about a half step, not in time. So a runner on first base with 2 down.
From Monmouth University, Aiden Watson.
The pitch is low and outside, 1-0. Aiden Watson smashed one over the wall in right center field. His last at-bat was a game-tying 3-run home run to flip this game on its head. Two outs, the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Yes, 2 runners were on base, but Gonzalez kind of had some momentum with him. He was ahead in the count. Got a couple outs in a row. It looked like he was going to get out of the inning unscathed, and then bang. Watson goes yah-yah. And the 1-1 here is grounded left side, and he'll kick foul. 1-2. Gonzalez delivers, runner goes, curveball called, strike 3 to end the inning. And down on strikes goes Aiden Watson as we head to the fourth. 3-3 all tied up at Little Fenway.
Number 18 from Seton Hall University.
Back here at Little Fenway, due up to bat for the Boca Raton Blazers. Facing a new pitcher is Joey Calabretti, Jack Clark, and then Braden Macklin. And new pitcher onto the mound is Jason Kinnerman from New Jersey, the sophomore. He'll take the mound in the top of the fourth. Tie ball game between these two teams that call Little Fenway home. First pitch of the outing from Kinnerman is popped up right field and short. Ranging back, second baseman, but instead in right field the catch is made, as it was an easy play for Quentin Markle. One down after one pitch. So Calabretti retired. That brings up Jack Clark. Time to cross your fingers and look at the forecast for the rest of this evening, as the first pitch there is roped to left field and deep. That one might be trouble. It's going to go off the green monster and off the scoreboard. Rounding first base is Clark. The throw comes into second, but he's standing up with a one-out double. Off the bat, you knew that one with the dimensions here at Little Fenway was not going to be caught. It was going to be a matter of over in left field. Charlie Trepovko was going to play it well off the wall. He did. To get it in time. But now in scoring position is the go-ahead run for the Boca Raton Blazers with one out. First pitch is going to be in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. And with one out, the 1-0 pitch is in the dirt for a ball. 2-0. Count with one down. Update from around the league as that pitch is driven to left field and deep. off the bat of Braden Macklin, and that one's going to be off the middle of the Green Monster. Macklin going into second, and he is in there safely with an RBI double. Blazers back on top.
Now batting number 10 from Butler University, Quentin Markle.
Macklin had a lot of speed. That ball was played perfectly by the outfield of the Delray Beach Lightning to make it a play at second, and the ball beat him there, but a slide got just under the tag, and Macklin gave the Blazers a 1-run lead. That brings up Quentin Markle to bat. Runner goes from second. The pitch is called low, and now it's called a strike. But in there safely with a stolen base is Braden Macklin. 0-1. Now 90 feet away, and Macklin can be a lot of trouble there on the base paths. So that ball gets any way away from the catcher. He might be on the move. That one's popped up. It'll stay in the infield. At third base, under it, and making the catch is Marco Navarro for the second out of the inning.
Batting number 3 from Adelphi University, C.J. Picone.
C.J. Picone now comes up to bat. The designated hitter in this lineup for the Blazers. You can see on top of your screen, Blazers on top here in the top of the fourth. Kinnerman deals. Called strike, 0-1. And the righty Kinnerman delivers a ground ball to second base. Charging in, fired to first to end the inning, as making the play look easy was Nicholas Mora. But not before the Boca Raton Blazers retake the lead on an RBI double high off the Green Monster, off the bat of Braden Macklin. Blazers lead 4-3 here live at Little Fenway. Live here at Little Fenway, 4-3 Blazers retake the lead. Now it's time for the Delray Beach Lightning to have an answer. Due up this inning for the Lightning, they'll have their 6, 7, 8 Connor Hale, Jack Butler, and Charlie Trepovka. And the first pitch is taken high and outside. 1-0. Still on the mound. Actually, new on the mound, Justin Webster, it appears. As the 1-0 pitch is cut on and missed, 1-1. Yeah, it is Justin Webster. He's thrown 1 inning so far this season. That pitch is grounded straight back. 1-2. Webster's from Pembroke Pines, Florida, from Kansas State University, where he's a sophomore. And for the windup, Webster's 1-2 pitch. That nearly hit the batter. In fact, they're going to say it did, so Connor Hale will take his base. Leadoff man on for the Delray Beach Lightning. But I think I'm just going to start just calling them Delray Beach and avoid that L word so we get this game in here tonight.
Alcorn State University, Jack Butler.
And Webster deals a foul ball straight back off the bat of Jack Butler, 0-1. A 1 count with a runner on first base. Nobody out. The pitch. In there for a strike. 0-2. And the crowd seems to anticipate the rain coming, and they're getting out of the open spaces. You kind of have that breeze in the air. The 0-2. Called strike 3, and Butler's down on strikes for the first out of the inning. 4-3 the score. Blazers on top. Lightning at bat trying to turn things around. They trailed 3-0 in this game and tied it up in the bottom half of the first inning with a 3-run home run off the bat of Aiden Watson. First pitch swinging, foul ball straight back. 0-1. And Webster eyeing in for the sign and sets. With 1 out, he tosses over to first base, but back safely is the runner. Charlie Kropofka now at bat, batting .388, 7 for 18 on the season. And the 0-1 is inside, 1-1. And now a couple of raindrops begin to fall at Little Fenway. Hopefully we're just getting grazed by whatever weather's coming. The 1-1. Cut on and missed. A high fastball that Kropofka couldn't resist. He came up empty. It's a 1-2 count with 1 out. So that tying run is on first base with 1 down. Webster sets, eyes up and down, and he deals. Fouled straight back. 1-2. That's good. 1-2 pitch, missed for call and strike 3, pardon. And that's the second out of the inning.
Number 29 from the University of Tampa, Antonio Christopher.
So Christopher steps in the backs with 2 down, a runner on first base. Webster checks him back, and back safely is the runner. Two outs, the pitch here. It's cut on and missed. Hefty hack that time by Antonio Christopher. 0-1. The pitch here is spiked in the dirt. Good block that time behind the plate by Jason Albert. Keep the ball in front and prevent the runner from advancing for first. Count now 1-1 with 2 outs. Webster deals. Missing a little bit high, 2-1. Runner goes, 2-1 pitch outside. Throw down to second. It is not in time. It's a stolen base. As Connor Hale is now in scoring position, and it's a hitter's count for Antonio Christopher. Two outs, the 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Full count now. Full count with 2 outs. Big pitch here. 4-3 the lead for the Blazers, trying to hold on to it. Lightning trying to attack. The pitch is grounded up the middle. Jacome fields it, fires to first. It's a one-hopper, but it is scooped by Sofrain to end the inning. No harm done. Score remains 4-3 as we head to the top of the 5th. Blazers coming to bat, leading by 1. Live from Little Fenway. Back here at Little Fenway, 1-run game, Blazers on top. Blazers at bat as the first pitch to Jason Albert is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Ketterman deals. A curveball that's popped up behind second base, coming in and right, and making the catch is Watson for the first out of the inning. Seemingly that ball was in no man's land, but it was a great jump by Watson in right, as Aiden Watson saw it the entire way into his mitt for the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order for the Boca Raton Blazers, Carlos Jacome, the shortstop, who's really taken this team by storm. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch is grounded left side at third base. It's a fair ball. Collects himself across the diamond, and the throw is made. Navarro to Butler for the second out of the inning.
Batting number 6 from Gardner-Webb University, Chris McKenna.
So Chris McKenna, the third base this evening, steps up to bat, trying to start a 2-out rally. Nobody on base. And a 1-run lead for the Blazers. They try to tack on. First pitch he sees is in there for a strike. 0-1. Next pitch is popped up. Foul territory between home plate and first. That one is just too far away. It'll find itself out of play. 0-2 now the count. Be a big, quick 1-2-3 inning for Jason Kinnerman if he can get out here with less than 10 pitches. The pitch just missed a little bit low and outside. 1-2. On 2 pitches, line, base hit to right field. Fitted between first and second base on the base knock from Chris McKenna. As 2 outs and 1 man on for the Boca Raton Blazers brings up Pip Smalley, the second baseman today for Boca Raton. As you can see on the screen, weather surrounding Delray Beach not quite hitting us yet. Some raindrops have fallen. Spectators anticipating it have retreated for coverage. Runner goes and stops. Snap throw to first behind him. And in there safely, the ball was dropped out of the way from Butler. So 0-1 the count to Smalley. As Kinderman from the stretch has a runner behind him. He deals. One and one now the count. Smalley is 1 for 2 today. Fought off a pitch on his hands and put it the other way for his hit so far. The 1-1. That one's a ground ball to second base. Easy play. They'll go the long way at first to Tutall for Butler, but he gets back on the bag to end the inning. No runs come across the plate after the 2-out hit. We head to the bottom half of the 5th. 4-3, Blazers on top here live at Little Fenway. Back here live at Little Fenway to the bottom of the 5th we go. Lightning coming to bat. Due up this inning. It's their 10-1-2 of the order. Ryan King in the box. Watson deals. Misses a little bit high. I believe the count's 1-1. Next pitch misses a little bit high and inside. 2-1 now. Lightning trail I-1. The 2-1 pitch is high and inside. 3-1. King so far today, 0 for 0. Walked his first time up. Runner on base and nobody out here in the bottom of the, runner on first base and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Halfway through this one, Nico DeFazio at bat. First pitch swings a looper to second, gets over the head to Smalley, and rolls to right field. Runners on first and second with nobody out. DeFazio just muscled that one the other way. Didn't get any good wood on it at all, riding in on his hands, but he just pushed it over second base. Brings up Nicholas Moore to bat, the second baseman. Pitch taken for a ball, a little bit high, 1-0. Justin Webster still on the rubber for the Boca Raton Blazers. Still has yet to give up a run so far this season, but he's in trouble here. 2 on, nobody out in the heart of the order coming up for the Lightning. The pitch yanked it outside, 2-0. And the 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. Webster sets with 2 on and nobody out. The pitch is taken just a little bit high. It's a hitter's count here for Nicholas Mora. Runner dancing off of second base. The 3-1 pitch misses high, and the bases are now loaded with nobody out. It's the 3-batter Marco Navarro now coming to bat. Today's third baseman for the Lightning. A chance to give the Lightning the lead. The one swing of the bat. You tie it with a fly ball or a well-placed ground ball. The corners are in from the wind-up Webster deals. Outside, 1-0. Nowhere to put Navarro, and it doesn't get any easier with Oliphant on deck and Aiden Watson, who already left the yard once tonight, in the hole. The pitch. Ground ball, third base, a chance to turn 2. They go home for 1. On to first, no throw made. So no run comes across the plate. The bases remain loaded. And it remains 4-3. Blazers on top with a big first out and a nice play made at third base that time from Blazer Chris McKenna to keep the lead for Boca Raton. And Jason Albert behind the plate. Conservative. Didn't want to try to rush it and take his eye off the ball and drop it at home plate to allow the run to score. Made sure they got 1 out first as swing and a miss. Oliphant falls behind 0-1. Because as tantalizing and as nice it would have, 5-2-3 double play, you got to make sure you get 1, and that's what Albert did behind the plate. 0-2 now the count as that one's called on the corner. Oh, 2 count, 1 out. For the windup, the pitch. Outside. 1-2. For the windup, Webster deals. In the dirt, it's going to get past Albert and roll to the screen and stay back there. A run comes across the plate. It's all tied up at 4 runs apiece. Tie ball game, bottom of the 5th. Lightning at bat, a chance to do even more damage. The double play ball is out of the question as the middle infielders come up about halfway. The 2-2. High and inside, full count. So depending on how hard that ground ball is hit to the middle infielders, they might concede the tie game and give them the lead. Pitch is popped up straight back and out of play. Staying alive is Lane Oliphant. On deck, Aiden Watson, who I mentioned before, hit a game-tying 3-run home run in the bottom of the first inning. Justin Webster trying to get out of the inning. The pitch is yanked in the dirt outside, and the bases are reloaded. Double play ball is back into the contention here.
Batting number 8 from Monmouth University, Aiden Watson.
First pitch to Watson. He's in there for a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch is popped up out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball swung on it, missed. I didn't actually think that was a curveball, but it was inside and never came back in. Changeup got him swinging. So it had the change in speed, didn't have the break on it, but it got him swinging. 2 down. So after that strikeout of Watson, Connor Hale now comes to bat. Bases juiced, 2 down. Pitch there is driven to right field and deep. Going back at the track. You can forget about it. It's a grand slam. From a tie game to a 4-run lead, one swing in the bat on the first pitch to Connor Hale, and the center fielder goes yard and leaves no doubt about it. 8-4, Lightning on top. Absolutely tattooed to right field. A no-doubter in every sense of the word. And it's a deep fence out there in right. But the lefty made easy work of it. That brings up Jack Butler. Base is cleared, 2 outs. The pitch to him here is in there for a strike, 0-1. Butler has had some issues with the strike zone in this game so far. Struck out looking last time up. The 0-1. That one's missing outside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled right off the plate and back. It's a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Cut on and missed, but the damage has been done. Lightning strike for 5. The exclamation point. A go-ahead grand slam for Connor Hale to put the Lightning up 8-4 as we head to the top of the 6th here live from Little Fenway. Back here live at Little Fenway, the Lightning lead 8-4. New pitcher on the mound for the Delray Beach Lightning is Dickie Glasscock. Pitched 3 innings so far with 3 strikeouts and 9 ERA, so not too much of a sample size. One big hit, and that kind of blows up your ERA through 3 innings. Manuel Sofrain comes up to bat to lead off the top of the 6th. First pitch to him was fouled away, 0-1. And Glasscock sets. The righty deals the 0-1 to Sofrain. It's inside. It nearly grazed Sofrain on the lower body, but got past unscathed. 1-1. Ominous clouds here in South Florida, but it looks like the weather's kind of improving. The fans that were corralling under cover have kind of ventured back out onto the bleachers after a brief spritz of rain. One and two the count to Manuel Sofrain. Glasscock sets, he deals. Way outside, 2-2. And from the stretch, Glasscock delivers the 2-2. Line foul down the left field line and out of play. Two-two. Curveball is wasted away once again off the bat of Sofrain. He stays alive. So far today for Sofrain, he's 0 for 1. 3 for 8 on the season. Another 2-2. Grounded back, we'll do it again. So since the Blazers took a 3-0 lead, it's been an 8-1 run. Lightning in the advantage on top 8-4. See how the Blazers will answer with a bunch of more outs to work with. As Sofrain cuts on a miss and struck him out that time. Did Glasscock for the first out of the inning. Did you know that all SFCBL games can be followed pitch by pitch on Point Streak? Yeah, download the Point Streak app on your iPhone or Android device and follow your favorite team for pitch by pitch updates and live stats. As a matter of fact, you should do this while you're watching the game on YouTube to see the stats and information that I have available to me while broadcasting these games. To see how Point Streak can help your league, team, or sports organization, visit pointstreak.com. Pitch there, misses in the dirt, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. It's low for a ball, now 2-0. Trying to frame that one behind the plate was Lane Oliphant, but didn't catch the baseball, so you're rarely going to get the call that time. Two-0 count with one down. The pitch misses a little bit high. 3-0. And the pitch is going to miss high. It's a 4-pitch walk to allow Joey Calabretti to reach. So Jack Clark now comes up to bat. One out, and runner on. Lightning have turned a couple of double plays today. That'll be just what the doctor ordered with 1 out and 1 on. Glasscock deals outside and high, 1-0. The 1-0. Missing high and outside, now 2-0. The Glasscock struggling to find the strike zone here on back-to-back batters. 2-0 pitch, that one misses off the plate outside. Now 3-0, 7 consecutive balls out of the zone. And definitely probably have a take sign here to Jack Clark. A 3-0. It's in there for a strike, 3-1. And game on. Three-one count, 1 out, hitters count here for Clark. The pitch misses low and outside. It's another walk to put runners on first and second and 1 down.
Number 30 from Baton Rouge Community College, Raton.
Some updates across the baseball world. The best rivalries in sports, Yankees-Red Sox tonight, top of the second. Red Sox lead 2-1. Marlins lead over the Nationals 4-2. Mets lead over the Cardinals 3-0. And at the end of the first inning, it's the Braves over the Rockies 3-0. Two on with 1 out. The pitch misses high, 1-0. Blazers trail by 4, trying to rally back. They're in the green uniforms at bat here in the top of the 6th. Pitch is popped up and out of play, 1-1. Delray looking for a ground ball double play. This one is cut on and missed. Thinking about a snap throw to behind the runner at first was Lane Oliphant, but charging in at first base was Jack Butler, anticipating a possible bunt. He's still pretty far in. 1 out, the 1-2 pitch. Missing high with the fastball, 2-2. Glasscock deals the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Chasing that one in the dirt that time to strike out Braden Macklin. 2 outs.
Now batting number 10 from Butler University, Quentin Markle.
Brings up Quentin Markle to bat, the right fielder for the Boca Raton Blazers, and he got the best view of that baseball leaving the ballpark. Off the bat of Connor Hale in the bottom of the 5th inning. As he was playing right field, I saw that one soar over his head and cleared the fence by a good margin. 1-0 count now to Markle. That one misses, and with 2 outs, the 1-0 pitch is half swung at. Did he go around? Saying he didn't. 2-0. Two-0 count with 2 down. The pitch. Curveball's popped up. Foul territory over first base. Ranging over in front of the dugout, under it, and making the catch to end the inning is first baseman Jack Butler. At the end of the top of the 6th, we head to the bottom half of the inning. It's 8-4. Lightning on top, and here they are coming to bat. Live at Little Folks, I hate to bring you bad news, but before this bottom half of the 6th inning gets underway, we are now in a lightning delay. Some storms around the area, and the umpires have cleared the field. So we are now in a lightning delay, and if we have any more information on a possible restart, if the game gets called, I will have updates on the screen for you. So stick around here at Little Fenway. Again, we are in a weather delay, a lightning delay, for storms around the area.